Hello everyone, this is the final Bosman. On today's episode we will be discussing Sony's TGS press conference. Please enjoy. Hello everyone, welcome to the show. I am Kyle Bosman. We're moving it around, we're trying things out. Today we're on the black and white wall. We'll see how this goes. I kind of like it. It speaks to the dichotomy of human beings, duality of the human mind. What I want to talk about today is Sony's TGS press conference. What a press conference, an hour and a half last night, 12 p.m., 12 a.m. Pacific time. What a cool thing to watch. I realize you watching this are probably a normal human being, and I realize that normal human beings with normal jobs don't get the opportunity to watch stuff like this. That's 3 a.m. on the East Coast. Not everybody can do it. Not everybody can watch a TGS press conference. So what I wanted to do for you is to tell you, try to communicate 7 things you may have missed if you weren't watching the TGS press conference live. Number 1, my favorite translators. So this is a sort of unique thing that you don't see anywhere else is live translators. For some reason, they're all women, and it's only men speaking, so that makes it doubly fun. But an interesting part is they're making huge announcements, and it's just kind of rattled through mathematically, matter-of-factly. Here's one of my favorite moments.
I was very upset that the title was looked very similar with the others. I'm thinking of maybe changing it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to change it.
And just the fun is you don't hear this any other time throughout the year. This is the one time of year I get to hear anything like this. And so that's a kind of fun thing to experience live. Number 2, this creepy guy bailing in summer lesson. So part of this press conference, part of the announcement of PlayStation VR, Morpheus is dead. VR is the new name officially, is a montage of people enjoying VR. How do we communicate VR? Let's just show people's faces pretending that they're looking at VR. This one is really funny. He's into it. He's so into this. He's ready. No, he bails. I will never watch that montage ever again, but it was very fun to watch it live. Number 3, having your heart punched at the announcement of Biohazard Umbrella Corps. So here's what happened here. You're watching this live. Capcom comes out. Head of Resident Evil franchise, you're excited because you know it's about time for Resident Evil 7. And then to heap onto that excitement, we're talking about the 20th anniversary of Resident Evil. The excitement rises. Look at this logo. Look at all the mainline titles of the series. Look at the legacy that Resident Evil has established at this point. What game would be worthy? We're asked. How could Capcom celebrate the 20th anniversary of Resident Evil the right way? How do we do it? What do we introduce? Here it is, Biohazard Umbrella Corps. Immediately, we see 3 people with guns. We're out, we're checked out. We know this is wrong, but here's a trailer anyway. Here's some first-person shooting. Here's some, like a weird little pick that I'm gonna use as a weapon and to climb walls. Here's some electricity. How do you like that, zombies? Here's a competitive multiplayer Resident Evil game to celebrate the 20th anniversary. The reason I'm not going to be too salty about this, the reason I know better than to get super sour, is that this happened before. Old Hashimoto with his tricks. Remember when he announced that Final Fantasy VII remaster for PS4? It's okay. This is what this is. Resident Evil 7 is still coming. It's still going to be huge. It's still going to be great. But you got to announce things in a certain order. And so this has to come first. This game is insulting. I want to know who made that decision. Whoever it is, you wasted millions of dollars making this game. That's all gone. It's evaporated already. Bad job. You did a bad job at your job. Number 4, an appreciation for the order of an announcement. So this is the thing that we only get live is, for instance, Gravity Days, called Gravity Rush in the US. Gravity Days, HD remaster announced from Vita. Oh, that's pretty good news. And also, Gravity Days 2 for PS4. Whoa! When you're reading the headlines the next day, you hear the big news first and then the little news second. It's always nice to be primed for things like this. Yakuza remake, we're remaking the first game. Oh! And also, Yakuza 6 is happening. Conversely, seeing a cool trailer for an Assassin's Creed game. I'm in. Jack the Ripper, this tone, this is really interesting. This is in Assassin's Creed Syndicate? Nope! This is for anybody who gets the season pass. That's bad. That's that's the old bait and switch. That is, we're invested up. And I mean, and if you're reading the headlines the next day, if you're not watching that live, you just see season pass Jack the Ripper. You don't have to have that heartbreak. You don't have to have that happen to you. And so I'm just trying to say, you know, there's good things. There's those Gravity Days 2s, and then you also have those Jack the Rippers. It could go either way, my friends. I guess that's part of the excitement of watching an event live. Number 5, Mark Lamia speaking Japanese.
Today, we have a video message from the development studio, Treyarch, for the Japanese users.
Konnichiwa.
Good try, buddy. Number 6, appreciation for breeziness. This is an hour-and-a-half long show, and for E3, we talk about, whoa, they just talked about games. This was really, honestly, mostly up until the end, basically, where we talked about hardware, all about games, just back-to-back-to-back games. Something I really liked about it is whoever is directing this show will shut off the lights on the speaker. Just like, oh, you're done talking? Lights off. Before that person even leaves the stage. I think that's bad showbiz, but it makes for a good show. I like that. And so yeah, it was just back-to-back-to-back. And finally, number 7, a brief moment of honesty. This is my favorite part of Sony's TGS press conference. Atsushi Morita, he comes out here, comes on stage, he's got to talk about PlayStation Now, and he says,
moving on to the most exciting part. I'm told to act more excitedly, so I'm trying to my best, but I'd like to announce you the release of PlayStation Now.
That is hilarious. Again, this is the president of Sony Computer Entertainment of Japan and Asia, and even he knows PlayStation Now is nothing to get excited about. They told me. Who's telling the president? It's got to be Kaz. It's like Kaz is on the phone. Hey, please be excited about this. I don't get it. Why? Why should we be excited about PlayStation Now?
Because it'll make us money. Shut up and be excited.
Okay, boss. I don't know. It's just even just hearing someone up that high, just saying, I guess I'm excited about PlayStation Now. It communicates so much. You would miss that if you weren't watching that event. Otherwise, you would just get the press releases. But that is a treat. That kind of honesty is a treat. And so anyway, I hope I was able to deliver to you what cannot be delivered. You know, if you can't watch those events live, that's completely understandable. How could anyone? How did I lost a lot of sleep. But you know, they're still fun. They're a blast. They're exciting. And shoot, we got Paris Games Week coming. We got PSX. We got shows. There's more live shows to come. Watch any one that you can. Thank you for watching this show, The Final Bosman. I appreciate it. I will be back here next Wednesday. I hope to see you then. Thanks for watching. All right, it's time to get real for a sec. There's someone in the games industry who needs our help. His name is Hirotaka Watanabe, and he's having some issues with his suit coat. There's one rule of wearing a suit coat is you button the top button if you are standing. If you're sitting, as I am now, you may button it or you may not. It's kind of up to you and how casual you're willing to look. If you're on stage at a press conference, you gotta button that top button. Hirotaka, look at Shuhei Yoshida. Look what he does. He knows how to button a button. Look at this class act. There's a buttoned up button. And then look at this buttoned up button. So that's how you do it. And the thing is, I think he realized at some point that he should have buttoned his buttons as he kind of mashes his hands together in an attempt to make the suit jacket look closed, and then kind of like quickly raising the hand. These things are very important. If you want to be taken seriously in the video games industry, you button the button. Look at you, Ko Shibusawa. What are you doing? Button your button. You got a great grin. That is going on for you. But you gotta button your buttons. Hey, if you're wearing a sport coat, don't bother button the buttons. But if you're wearing a suit jacket, you button the button. Glad I could help.